Welcome back to our maths class. We have completed chapter 1 and chapter 2, and today we will be moving to the next chapter, which is called as understanding quadrilaterals. When you think of the word geometry, you think of triangles, squares, rectangles, constructions, creating parallel lines, creating perpendicular lines. All these shapes and sizes is something which is a part of geometry. And today let us revise certain things which we already know from our previous classes. This is called as a point. We represent or we show a point by using a dot. This purely shows the position of something. It does not have any dimensions. A point is having no dimensions. After that, if we connect a lot of points in a straight line, we get a line, and if you see, you can measure the length of this line. So this has one dimension. A point has 0 dimension. A line has 1 dimension. In this case, the dimension is of length. Suppose I draw a square. In square, you see that we have length as well as breadth. There are 2 dimensions. So this is called as a plane, and a plane has 2 dimensions. You also seen objects like book. This book. So if you see this book, it has this length, this breadth or this width, and this is its depth. So the book is thick, right? So thickness is one more dimension. If you take an example of this paper, if I take a single individual paper and we ignore the thickness, this has length and breadth, so this can be considered as a plane, right? But if I consider the whole notebook, it also has this thickness, so it has a 3rd dimension. Thickness can be called as depth also. So it has 3 dimensions, and such objects are called as solids. So in geometry, we draw it like this. Right? So this is a solid. It has 3 dimensions. So line has 1 dimension, that is length. Plane has 2 dimensions, length and breadth. And solid has 3 dimensions, length, breadth and height. And this all you have learned in your previous classes. Our focus in this chapter will be only on the plane figures. By plane figures I mean figures which can be drawn in 2 dimensions. They have length and breadth, right? And we can draw them on a plane surface. So if you see this blackboard, this is a plane surface because suppose I take any 2 different dots and I join them. This line or line segment, all the points of this line segment are on this surface only. Is any dot or any point of the line segment outside this plane? It is not. So this is called as a plane surface. Also consider the surface of your notebook. If you draw a line on it, will the points of the line be outside the paper? It will be on the paper, right? So those are called as plane surfaces, right? Let's talk about curve. When you join different points of a plane without lifting your pen or pencil, you get a curve. So this is one curve, another curve, another curve, another curve. Let us talk about the different types of curves. First is open curve. For example, a line is an open curve. There are two endpoints which are not connected to each other. This is an open curve. Similarly, this is an open curve. Open curve. Open curve. There are two distinct endpoints, start point, end point, and they are not connected with each other. They are called as open curve. In closed curve, the endpoints are connected to each other, and when you see that curve, you can see that it encloses some area. For example, if I draw a circle, you see there is some area covered and there is no start point or end point. Similarly, for this polygon, if you see, I have connected the lines and there is some area enclosed inside. There is some area inside the shape. This is also called as a closed curve. This is also a closed curve because the start point and end point coincide, or they are merging with each other, and you cannot determine which is the starting. I can even start drawing it like this, right? So it has no start point or end point. So these are called as closed curves. The next type of curves are called as simple curves. In simple curve, it can be either a closed curve or an open curve, but any two sides should not cross. For example, here when you draw a circle, no sides are crossing with each other. It's a simple curve. Here if you see, there are two sides which are crossing. This is not a simple curve. This is again not a simple curve because sides are crossing. This is a simple curve because there are no sides crossing. This also is a simple curve. And fourth is non-simple curve. So here, when any two sides are crossing, it is a non-simple curve. So this is not a simple curve because there is a cross here. This is not a simple curve because there is a cross here. Again, this is not a simple curve because there is a cross of the sides. So these are called as non-simple curves. Simple curves can be open and closed. Non-simple curves can be open and closed. So simple curve which is closed is this. Simple curve which is open is this. Non-simple curve which is open is this. Non-simple curve which is closed is this. So a curve can be classified in two ways: open and closed, based on if it has endpoints or not, and simple and non-simple based on if the sides cross or not. These are two different ways in which you can classify curves. Next we move on to polygons. We saw different curves in which there were actually curvatures or bends. So this is a simple closed curve. This is not a simple open curve. This is not a simple but closed curve. And this is simple open curve. We saw all that. Now we move on to polygons. Here, these curves are made up of only line segments. Only line segments. So, the first basic polygon will be triangle. It's a closed curve. It has only line segments. So, triangle is our first I am saying first because triangle is a polygon in which there will be least number of sides. Next will be this is called as a quadrilateral. By quadrilateral I mean it has 4 sides. Quadri means 4, lateral is side. A polygon having 4 sides is called a quadrilateral. So if we draw, this is a quadrilateral. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is a we just understood the definition of polygon. It is a plane. Polygon is a simple closed curve which is made up of only line segments. Simple closed curve having only line segment, this is a polygon. Simple curve, there is no crossing of the edges. It is closed because there are no endpoints, made up of only line segments. This is a polygon. 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 All these are examples of polygon. Now if I draw something like this, is this a polygon? See, it is also made of line segments, but it is not a simple curve because there are edges which are crossing. So this is not a polygon. Not a polygon. Not a polygon because though it is made of only line segments, it is open. But if I close this, yes, this is a polygon. So I hope it is clear what is a polygon. Let us talk about certain commonly known types of polygons based on the number of sides that they have. If you check page number 38 of your textbook, such a table is given in which you have number of vertices or sides of a polygon, what is it called as, what is the category called as, and a sample figure. So before we move on there, just remember certain basics. Suppose we have a quadrilateral or a polygon ABCD, right? Then A, B, C, D are called as the vertices. A is a vertex, B is a vertex, C is a vertex, and D is a vertex. Together, they are called as vertices of this polygon or this quadrilateral. AB, BC, CD and AD are the 4 sides of the quadrilateral or polygon. So this is the basic. Based on that, see here, if a polygon has 3 sides or 3 vertices, it is called as a triangle. 1, 2 and 3 and 3 sides also, right? If it has 4 sides or 4 vertices, it is a quadrilateral. See, 4, 5 called a pentagon. You can see 5 vertices. 6 is called a hexagon. 6 vertices. 7 called a heptagon. 7 vertices, and so on. You have till 10 in the textbook, you can refer to that. So this is how you classify polygons based on the number of vertices or sides that they have. Suppose I am drawing a simple curve like this. This is not a polygon because this is not made up of line segments. Here, this is the interior of the curve, this is the exterior of the curve. Interior of the triangle, exterior of the triangle. We have a quadrilateral A, B, C, D, right? And if you see, B and A are adjacent vertices. A and B are next to each other. They are called as adjacent vertices. A and D also are next to each other. Adjacent vertices. Adjacent is something which is just next to something. C and D, adjacent vertices. B and C, adjacent vertices. Which are the pairs which are not adjacent vertices? A and C, because adjacent is D and B for both. So A and C are non-adjacent vertices. Similarly, B and D, they are non-adjacent vertices. If I join B and D and if I join A and C, the line segment which I get, AC and BD, they are called as diagonals of this polygon. They are the diagonals. So a line segment which we get by joining the non-adjacent vertices of a polygon are called as diagonals. So is it possible that a triangle has a diagonal? Can a triangle have a diagonal? Because by definition we have to join the non-adjacent vertices. But if you see the triangle, all the vertices are adjacent to each other. B and C are adjacent to A. B is adjacent to A and C. C is adjacent to A and B. So in triangle, diagonals are not possible. What about a pentagon? How many are possible? So suppose I have A, B, C, D, E. I can join A with C, I can join A with D, I can join B with E, I can join B with D, I can join C with E. Right? How many did I get? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. I got 5 diagonals. All these are polygons because they are simple closed curves made up of only line segments. Now, if I draw diagonals of these polygons, it is inside the curve, right? All the diagonals, not possible. Then this will connect here. So you get the point, right? All these diagonals are inside the curve, right? Such polygons are called as convex polygons. Suppose I join FD. It is also a diagonal because it is joining two non-adjacent vertices. Why non-adjacent? Because we have E. F and E, D and E are adjacent. F and D are not adjacent. So if I join them, right, this is also a diagonal. But the points of the diagonal are outside the curve. See, these points, are they lying inside? No, they are outside the curve. Such and similarly here also QS. This is outside. If I join these two, outside, such polygons are called as concave polygons. We will be talking about only convex polygons. This is concave polygons are not in our syllabus. You must have heard in class, like when you actually come to school, teachers saying that this boy is a very regular boy. This boy is not very regular, he is very irregular. This girl does her work regularly. This girl does not do her work regularly. What are you trying to say? That someone is doing something consistently, very clearly. Similarly, you can also distinguish polygons as regular and irregular. Let's see how. So, a regular polygon is a polygon in which all the sides are of equal length and the angles which are formed, they are of equal measure. For example, if I have an equilateral triangle, so equilateral triangle means all the sides are of the same measure. So when you do like this in all the sides, this means all the sides are of equal length. If I draw something like this means these two sides are of equal length, this is a different length, right? And if I draw like this, all the sides are of different length. Clear? This means all the sides are of same length. This means these two sides are of the same length. This is a different measure. Here all the three are of different measure. So this basically shows that wherever we have such symbol, it means they both are of similar measure, right? So an equilateral triangle will have all the three sides are equal, and we also know that equilateral triangle means all the three angles will also be equal, right? So an equilateral triangle is also equiangular because all the angles are of equal measure. So an equilateral triangle is a regular polygon. Think about a square. Please consider this as a square. For this square, all the sides are of equal length, and you know that for a square, all the angles are 90 degree, which is equal. So a square is a regular polygon. What about a rectangle? Rectangle also has all the angles equal, but in rectangle all the sides are not equal. So a rectangle is not a regular polygon because its opposite sides are equal, all the sides are not equal.